Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something that I know a lot of you guys enjoy, and that is Heartland Season 14. But before I get into that, just a couple of quick things I need to say first. One, if you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. That lets me know that you want to see more Heartland videos in the future. And if you can subscribe to my channel and help me reach the goal of 20,000 subscribers, I promise you I will keep you guys as up to date as possible on everything Heartland Season 14 related, including casting news, episode reactions, episode reviews, and so much more. So if you want to stay up to date on everything Heartland Season 14 related and you want daily Heartland videos, make sure you hit the red subscribe button down below and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video when it's uploaded. But with that out of the way, let's get into today's video. So today's video is going to be a little bit different, and I'm going to be talking about the keys and steps that need to be followed in order to have a successful TV show. And that is not just Heartland, it goes for any TV show. And one of the comments I've been getting here a lot on my recent videos is, Hannah, why do you always talk about a character dying in Season 14? Or why do you always talk about sad things happening in Season 14? And that's a simple answer. When you're writing a TV show, and I make my videos from the perspective of a writer who is writing the show and how they have to think in order to make the show successful. And in a lot of cases, I am talking about Season 14 of Heartland, so this is kind of like the secrets of a successful Heartland Season 14, or the secrets of Heartland, or something like that. This is how the writers have to think, and it upsets people, I know, but why do I always talk about sad things or depressing things or things that upset people, like the death of Amy or Ty or anything like that? It's because when you're writing a TV show, as a writer, you are always trying to think to yourself, what can keep people entertained? Because at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is there are other shows to watch besides Heartland. There are more suspenseful shows. There are more dramatic shows. There are shows that are more exciting than Heartland. Let's be real. I mean, Heartland's a great show, but there's always new TV shows coming out that are bigger and better because Heartland came out 10 years ago. I'm not saying that, over 10 years ago. I'm not saying that it's not good. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there's always going to be a new show. So writers of any show, please don't click off this video, this is important. The writers of any show must always be thinking to themselves, how can I make a show entertaining? And a lot of the time, that requires a tragic thing happening to the main characters, because then that keeps people coming back to every episode, on Sunday nights when it airs on CBC, to see what happens to the main characters. So that's why a lot of my recent videos have been, what if Amy dies? What if Ty dies? What if this happens? What if that happens? Because I always like to think, as a writer of a TV show, what do you have to be thinking, and what ideas do you have to have that allow you to write storylines that will keep people coming back? Because audience viewership is what it's called in the film industry and TV show industry. Viewership is the amount of people that are coming and turning on, a CBC channel every Sunday night and watching the new episode of Heartland every time it airs. That doesn't include the people that download it on iTunes, or that purchase it from Google Play, or that watch it on Up Faith and Family. To be completely honest, that doesn't matter. What matters is how many people sit down on Sunday nights, watch it on CBC, watch all the advertisements, how many millions or hundreds of thousands of people are watching the episode live. That, in turn, is the sole thing that determines to CBC and tells CBC, should we, as a network, allow there to be a Season 14 or 15, etc., etc. That is what determines if there's going to be more seasons of a show. So as a TV show writer, you're always trying to have the maximum amount of people that are watching your shows live. What is the best way to do that? having something tragic happen that takes place over many episodes. So say, for example, if there was a kidnapping that is on the show. You know, I've made videos of, okay, let's say Amy gets kidnapped in season 14. Well, maybe in episode 1 and 2, it's all normal. She's working with horses, so on and so forth. In episodes 3 and 4, maybe someone suspicious enters the scene. Maybe in episodes 5 and 6, Amy gets kidnapped by said person. And then episodes so on and so forth, it's, you know, where'd she go? Who took her? Where'd they take her? Who's gonna find her? All of those are questions that writers can use and will often use to make the show more entertaining, more suspenseful, more dramatic. And dramatic storylines, if you don't want to believe me, that's fine. I can already hear people writing in the comment section for me to shut up. But suspenseful and dramatic storylines are what carry a show, especially in a day and age where there's so many TV shows being released. There are so many good actors out there. There are so many good TV show writers. So the number one thing you need, and the secret to a successful Heartland Season 14 and Heartland Season 15, etc., is by engaging with your audience, having them interested and having them invested in coming back and watching the episodes live every Sunday. That is what that's the number one thing writers need to know when writing a TV show, is how and what storylines involving what characters will impact the viewers the most, so that they will, in return, come back every Sunday, sit down on the couch with their family or in their room or wherever you watch Heartland, you know, wherever your TV is in your house, and watch the episodes live. That is why there's always a dramatic storyline. That is why there's tragedy in TV shows regarding normally the main characters, because that is how writers get you invested, help the ratings, help the viewership, and in turn help the show not to be canceled. And that is why I am always making videos talking about, well, what happens if this character dies? What happened if that character dies? What happened if this happened? What will happen if this happened? Because that, in all honesty, is the only storylines that will continue Heartland for many, many years. I'm not saying I want all characters to die, but storylines that are dramatic and have people returning to their TVs every Sunday is what is going to keep Heartland going for decades and decades and decades. And truly, I believe that Heartland does have the potential to go on for decades and decades and decades, but there needs to be a storyline that sets Heartland apart from the millions and millions and millions of other TV shows airing on all the hundreds and hundreds of TV show channels that people can choose to watch. There needs to be something about Heartland that is different than every other show. And that is what writers, that is the secret to a successful TV show. And writers are always aware of that. So when you're writing a TV show or season or episode, you're always thinking to yourself, what could happen this season that will engage the audience and entertain them and have them invested in the show? That is why there's always the question of, what needs to happen, what should happen, what can happen, and what will happen. So I hope this video explains to you guys a little bit more of, how a TV show is written, how certain things need to be done in the film industry. Please keep in mind that this is just my own personal opinion. I do not write for Heartland. It is just something that I have known after 6 years of, picking apart TV shows, learning how they're made, understanding how they're written, understanding how they're marketed, and understanding, how the film industry works. So I hope this explains a little bit more to you guys, and maybe explains to you guys why I always do videos talking about the death of characters and depressing things and tragic things, because I know after researching TV shows that tragedy equals more seasons. That's sad, I know, but that is the truth when it comes to the TV show and movie and film and entertainment industry. You need to have your fans invested and emotionally invested in order to have more seasons. So the more seasons you want to have, the more dramatic the show should be and become. So I know that's going to upset a lot of people, and I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion on, the secrets of the film industry and the TV show industry and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, these are just my opinions. You can have your own opinions, and you are completely entitled to them. Of course, these are mine, so I ask you to please respect my opinions, and I hope this video kind of explains a little bit more about how a TV show is made, how they write it, and all that kind of stuff. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment in the comment section down below. I love reading comments. It's literally my favorite thing to do when I'm not filming videos, editing them, or out with friends. My favorite thing to do is just go back and read comments. So if you want to drop a comment, I would really appreciate it, and I promise to read it and interact with you guys down below. So drop a comment in the comment section down below. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already and help me reach my goal of 20,000 subscribers. And if you want to share this video with your friends, help them understand a little bit more of how the TV show industry works and how TV shows are written, I would really appreciate that as well. But if you don't want to share, that's fine. Just please leave a like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye.